Welcome back to the Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, and today we have Tediore SMGs. Tediore SMGs are probably the best of your Tediore chucking game, because a combination of damage, magazine size, and just the throw mechanic, it throws a lot straighter than, let's say, the shotgun ones. So it's really easy to hit them with. You got some velocity on it. So they are primarily, chucking tools. Not a lot of people are using these for shooting, but you can. There, get my chucking down better. I don't often chuck, so my chucking game is not the best. But yeah, now that I wasted almost all my ammo, I'm gonna buy some more ammo, and then we are gonna cover the red text ones. And there are only two. So, first one is a rehash of the Baby Maker, and this is the IVF. The IVF basically just has increased damage, but when you throw it, you can see right there. I'm going to throw it low so you can see the original one actually does the less damage. The extra two ones get a damage boost. That's not the IVF. We'll cover that one in a second. So you can see 348 and 435. So if you land all three of these, you win, basically. You'll rip apart bosses, basically this will shred just about anything in the game. It just puts out a ridiculous amount of damage. Now against smaller targets, you have a chance of missing the extra ones. But it always chucks out the 3. I think the Baby Maker had a chance to chuck out the 3, but it often just chucked out 2. This always does the 3. It does not have an increased mag size or anything, but almost every character in the game has a way to up mag sizes, other than I think Aurelia. And she's not really about chucking anyways. So that is the IVF. There's not a whole lot to cover on it. Thing does stupid amount of damage, especially, up the magazine size, boost your grenade damage, cryo something, and holy fuck. This thing puts out the hurt. The next one to go over is a much more interesting gun. It is the Boxxy. The Boxxy is an interesting gun that a lot of people kind of struggle with, and I think some people still struggle with it. I don't know if I actually showed the IVF here. But the Boxxy's got a few things to it. So first, comparing the stats, you have increased damage but a lower reload. Now, on the red text, it's totally a flamethrower. This refers to a YouTuber, making it unstable. That YouTuber, I never watched Boxxy's stuff, but apparently that YouTuber was unstable and can go off like a hinge. This one here always comes in shock, so that's the first thing to note. And the bullets bounce twice. Now this is an interesting one when you do the throw reload. So right there you saw it's through normal, but there it blew up in my face. So this gun has an RNG effect where it can blow up in your face. So it's dangerous to try to chuck it with full damage. This is not a chucking weapon. Now, if you just shoot it, it doesn't blow up in your face. I've never once had it blow up in my face shooting it till empty. Now, I used to think at first when it came out, the explosion depended on how many bullets are in the mag. But since then, I've kind of seen that it can always blow up in your face, even if you only have a few left here. As you see, there were only 7. It still can. So either it throws a full distance or blows up in your face. But like I was saying, I've never once had it blow up in my face, emptying the mag. As you can see here, I've emptied quite a bit. But with those extra bullets bouncing, you can really have a lot of synergy with a lot of characters with that. Nisha with Tombstone and Unforgiven. Athena, you're just going to build more stacks with it. It's just free DPS. They don't always hit, but with a crowded room with a lot of enemies or multiple hitboxes, they definitely can. But as you see here, I'm blowing through my ammo, and no reloads in my face if I just let it shoot to empty. By this time I would have seen an RNG one. You saw when I was doing it non-empty, there was RNG ones. But the chances of this, if it was, you know, 50-50 or whatever the RNG is of this, which I don't think anyone's actually done a good enough study to find out what the true RNG of this blown up your face is, it's not going to happen if you just let it empty the mag. So this is a Tediore weapon for DPS, not for burst damage chucking. And that's the important thing, because if you just use it for this, it's a pretty good SMG. 85, 88. I shoot him on a reflection. So yeah, the reflective bullets do the same there. You saw 85, 88 both ways. But you just have to be careful, because it is shock too. It can definitely rip your shields pretty good. But yeah, it's a pretty solid SMG. One I quite like. I don't know if Jack makes the most out of it, but you know, Athena definitely likes it because it's a pretty good stacker with the reflecting bullets. She also likes shock damage. What's the percent? 10%? That's not bad. Oh, and out of ammo. You know, she likes that. With Nisha, it's not non-elemental, and she's got some non-elemental only skills. But combine that with like trick shot and tombstone, and you can get some really cool things. I think does that add an extra one, or does it just help them seek enemies? I guess I should test that or ask someone about that with Nisha. See if they know. I'm not entirely sure. I don't play Nisha. I think I maxed her out at around level 15 and was kind of done with her. But it's a very cool gun. It's not like one of the best guns in the game or anything, but it's solid. It's good. So when people tell you it always blows up in your face, they're wrong. They just didn't take the time to, you know, kind of play around with it for a few minutes and figure out that mechanic. So that's it for these two. I will be bringing them both into the Hyperion Hub of Heroism to do some actual combat testing, and I think you guys will be pleasantly surprised on how well the Boxxy does. So that is it for now, and I will see you all later. Thanks for watching. Bye.